Welcome back to another Plasticon review. Today we're going to cover some more Gundam. Yes, I'm talking Gundam. I'm talking the G Self. This awesome piece of plastic brought to you by Bandai is actually a really interesting and probably one of my favorite of all these Gundams that I happen to have. This Assault Gundam is jam-packed with a really decent accessory count. It's got a very interesting way of applying a lot of cool aesthetics to him to kind of bulk him out. When you actually look at him without any of the bulk though, he really does look very cool. He's got some pretty decent posability and just absolutely looks very striking, especially considering the paint on this thing is a very flat baby blue. I do like this color, and it really kind of brings out almost a steel feel to the way he's actually designed. I really do enjoy a lot of the colors going throughout this entire robot. It's a very cool Gundam suit, and you know, I really do like this one, just a little bit. Taking a closer look at him though, he really does look very cool. He does have the simple peg and port system that I reviewed earlier, where you actually can apply the stand to the back, not to mention the hand swap gimmick. He does happen to come with a very interesting and pretty cool backpack that can be easily put onto the back of him, not to mention a really decent shield that can be put on either arm, along with a really nice assault rifle. This accessory pack is very nice, and I do like the fact that, you know, it obviously has the good old hand swap gimmick, which is very cool because it just allows you to put more into his hands and just kind of adds more character. I do like that about him. Looking at this entire thing though, he is completely jam-packed with panel lining detail and everything. I do like this guy a whole lot. His head sculpt is very cool, and I really do like the fact that he's got these big horns to stick off. It's just really interesting, and he does happen to have like a venting system here on the top of his head. It's very cool. I do like the idea that his entire chest is just littered with just different colors. I like this because it just kind of breaks up this baby blue palette. I do want to get more into his articulation here, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to remove a few of these parts here so that way I can just really get into his articulation, because he's a very articulated robot. His head does swivel back and forth, and he does happen to have very good range of movement in his arms. Not to mention, you know, with the whole peg and port here, he does go well past a 45 though for the elbow. I do like that. You know, it gives you that whole, you know, if you want him to rear back and really hit somebody, or, you know, as if he's just standing at the ready or something. I do like the fact that, you know, he does look, he almost has almost like a boxer stance, which is kind of interesting. I do like the way he's got really good clearance here for his waist. So, you know, he can really kind of pivot him really decently. And not to mention the leg curl. He has got a very good leg curl. Not to mention the entire toe portion here. It's very cool. I do like this. He does happen to have a little bit of metallic paint that is just on his legs. And I do like this because this kind of really breaks up the silhouette from the baby blue. It adds a little more interest to the way he actually looks. He is a very nice Gundam, and I really do like this guy. He is probably, amongst all the Gundams I have, he is probably my favorite, just because of the fact that he has such crazy posability. Now, taking a look at the backpack itself, like I said, can easily be pushed in and out with the little peg and port system. He has just one here on the back. He does happen to have a couple here down here, but these are actually boosters, like rocket boosters, so you can't really put the Gundam stand into those, but it does allow you to have one here on his bum. He does have posability in the wings. The wings can only go out just that far, which is far enough. You really don't need to go any further. And they will retract all the way in, so that way you almost have like a V on his, you know, almost like an inverted V here going on in his back, which is kind of nice. The actual positioning of these boosters here can actually be moved, which is nice because then you can really kind of give him, you know, more of a trajectory when you're actually putting him in a pose, as if he's flying to, you know, engage an enemy, or maybe he's fleeing or whatever he's trying to do. I do like that about this. Now, another thing that he actually has for posability are these little rocket boosters here that actually plug directly onto his legs, and it's really neat that you're able to just move these around, so it kind of gives more thrust to him, which is really cool. And I do like that because, you know, it just really beeps him out. It's just something I really do like about this guy, because I really like the attention to detail that Bandai did on this particular Gundam. He's, like I said, more or less my favorite because of the way he's actually designed. Although I'm really into aeronaut, you know, airplanes and all that different kind of aerial type of things, but I do like this. This is very cool, and it really just adds a lot to him, especially since he has like deployable wings on his back. So it kind of gives him a little more beef compared to the other guys. Anyhow, this has been Plasticon, and this has been yet another cool little Gundam review. And I'll see you guys around, because I have plenty more coming your way. That's it for now. Bye.